Hello everyone, today we're going to discuss power-only loads and power-only clients and how you as an independent truck dispatcher may want to deal with them. Okay, so you as an independent truck dispatcher, when you start your operation, sooner or later you will have a potential client coming to you and asking you if you can help them dispatch a power-only unit. What does it mean, a power-only? Power-only means that your potential client has a truck but has no trailer. Okay, so they have a truck, they have their authority, but they do not have a trailer. Now, what does it mean to you? Are you going to be able to help this kind of client? Technically, yes, you can help them, but it will be different than with most of your other more typical clients. Why? Well, most independent truck dispatchers work on the spot market. So they go on the load boards, they find a broker or shipper which needs something shipped from, again, point A to point B. Depending on the commodity, they can determine what kind of trailer has to be used to transport this cargo. When load is being booked, your client comes there with the trailer. This trailer is being loaded. Then cargo goes to the destination where it's being unloaded. Now, with the power only, this obviously will not work because this client has no trailer, and there's nowhere to load the cargo. So what kind of loads are available to power only trucks? Well, in most cases, those are pre-loaded trailers. So, for example, a shipper has a trailer which is already loaded, and all they need is for a truck to come in, hook up to this trailer, and take it to its destination and leave it there. So, in some sense, instead of bringing your truck with a trailer to get the cargo and transport it somewhere, this truck has to go and pick up already preloaded trailer and take that to the destination. What is the problem with this scenario? Well, the power-only loads are less available than traditional loads. The volume for this type of freight is much lower. So, for example, when we compare it with the dry van cargo, if we have a client with a truck and a dry van, we can manage this truck very efficiently. There is a lot of freight, sometimes it pays great, sometimes it doesn't, but there is freight volume. So we know where we can send this truck, we know when and how we can return this truck to the home base. We can predict financial performance of this truck, and again, we can manage it efficiently. Now with the power only, we cannot do this because number of loads available is much lower. So if we have a power only truck in Atlanta, we may have only selection of 10 or 15 loads, and they may be going not necessarily to the area where we would want to send a truck. And then there is another problem that's going to happen. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, your client would pick up a preloaded trailer, then they would drop this trailer somewhere else. And now they're in this other destination, and again they have no trailer. They have to look for another power only load, basically another trailer that needs to go somewhere else. And since volumes are low, you cannot predict where this truck is gonna go. So when your client is telling you, I would like to leave on Monday and on Friday I would like to be home, with power only, it's probably not going to happen. You cannot make this promise because there is no guarantee that you will be able to find a set of loads or pre-plan this truck to return it back to its home base when your client may want to return. With the regular freight, if your client was operating with a trailer, this wouldn't be an issue because that you can always find some sort of cargo heading back to your client's home base. With power only, that is not it's not impossible, but there is absolutely no guarantees. And also, since volumes are pretty low, there is no control over the rates. So it's much harder to negotiate rates on those loads because there are so few of them. So if you want to get one, you get one. If you don't, somebody else will. So it's again, from the standpoint of financial predictability, it's more difficult. Now, should you accept clients with power only? Well, it depends. Okay, if you are busy with your other trucks, adding a power only can create again a lot of work for you and not necessarily make you a lot of money. However, if you do have time to accept a new truck, it might be fine. Also, something what you may want to consider is have a discussion with your client. Would they be able to obtain a trailer later on? So for example, at Alpha X, in most cases, we will tell the client, okay, we can run a power only truck, but only for a certain period of time. So if you intend to get a trailer within a month, but you want to start now, fine. We will make an effort to run your truck as efficiently as possible, but as long as you know that you will have to get that trailer eventually. Because if you don't, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for us to finding freight for you. It's going to be a struggle for you, Mr. Client, financially, because there's no way of telling how much money you will be able to make. And with that in mind, I also would like to mention another strategy you can utilize when managing a power-only unit. That is called Loadout trailer. It's quite simple. So, for example, a trailer manufacturer somewhere in Indiana sold a trailer and needs it to be moved to, let's say, Texas. So, obviously, they could pay someone for a power-only load for someone to come, pick up this trailer and deliver it to Texas. It's going to cost whatever the market rate might be for that. However, what they may choose to do is post this trailer as a loadout trailer. So they're not going to pay, or they're going to pay something very minimal, like $100 or $200 to transport it from Indiana to Texas. But what they will tell you is, look, you can pick up this trailer and we need it delivered within 7 days to Texas. So for 7 days you can use it. And this basically turns your power-only unit into a whatever dry van unit or a reefer unit or whatever that trailer type might be. So in certain way, this strategy buys you time. So you're basically you turn this power only into a dry van, and you can run it for a week as a normal truck, send it wherever you want, as long as you get it by deadline to Texas and deliver this empty trailer to the receiver. So it's a fairly decent strategy. It also has its flaws because, again, once you deliver it in Texas, your unit is, again, it's a power only unit. There is no more trailer. Can there be another loadout trailer in Texas? Possibly, possibly not. And then again, you will have to either source a loadout trailer somewhere else, or you will have to get a power only load to, again, maybe get closer to Indiana or to wherever the loadout trailer may be available. So once again, it's not an ideal strategy, but it's probably better strategy than just trying to run your client on power-only loads. And last thing I want to mention, if your client is going to run as a power-only, they will need the trailer interchange insurance. That's basically where their insurance company going to cover whatever trailer they are connected to, because those trailers are not going to be your clients. They're not going to be on your client's policy typically. So this special trailer interchange insurance must be on your client's policy in order for them to be able to pull power-only loads. So again, it's up to you if you're going to accept clients with power-only units or not. Now you know what are the challenges related to the power-only market, and you can decide what you want to do. And with all that being said, we are going to wrap up this video, and I will see you next time.